So shouldn't you have been able to go out to seek police permit so that nothing of such comes
just
up?
Because you are just going to school, you ask for police permit. It's not what the law says.
Then if you were going to school, sorry, we're getting somewhere. I hope you understand what we're doing. It's very sensitive here. If you're going to school, then you go to school. You leave the highway, right?
We are not on the highway. What I'm telling you is we are not in the highway.
But we both agreed now a moment ago that we saw the video, and there was a blockade by members of the Shia movement. And
yes,
the Nigerian military had some negotiators who came forward to discuss with their people, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Then it's an avoidable situation. Why didn't you avoid it?
It was really avoidable. If the army had not opened fire, this crisis would not have started completely, and there is no need for them to open fire. Let me tell you of what happened last year also. There was a time when the army
Go ahead.
tried to enter on the road to the Sheikh's house. So there was a time when the then governor of Kaduna State, Ramalan Nyero, came. He wanted to pass, but due to the security situation in that particular area, the brothers said no. They will not like him to pass unless there is a proper check-up. Then the governor did not decide to ask his military escort to shoot. He said, okay, fine. Let me just, since the place is not far, let me just trek and go there. And he did that. No life was lost. The governor didn't lose his esteem. In fact, he was loved even more because he revered the life of human beings.
Because for the fact he did that, for the fact that the former governor did that, doesn't make it right. Because you didn't have a permit to block the public.
As a leader, he did what was right.
And you also have a leader. Now we're getting somewhere. As a religious group, then you should be able to show some form of leadership. Know when to avert trouble, know when to save lives and property. And why didn't you move? I mean, now you've lost a lot of people because you didn't show some form of leadership.
But why should we move when we know they are going to attack us? No.
How could you have known they were going to attack you?
Look at the video itself. We didn't attack anybody. They are the people who opened fire upon us, and they passed. And since they passed, they should stop.
But, you know, as my colleague has said, this is totally avoidable. I mean...
It's avoidable. I agree also it's avoidable.
There have been stories, and we really want you to controvert that, but you just gave an example of a time when the governor of the state where you have your camp, or you have the Husseinia, as you call it, you know, wanted to pass. And you made him walk on foot. You told his convoy to stop and made him walk on foot to where he was going when he could have gone with his convoy. And the Nigerian army is saying that you don't respect any Nigerian authority. Isn't this proof that that is true?
No. It's not a matter of proof. There was a security breach at that particular time. What you should understand is that if there is a security breach, there are steps that have been taken to safeguard oneself. During this
I'm sorry, sir. A security breach against who? A security breach that a chief security officer of the state will be stopped from taking his convoy to where he needs to go within his state?
Of course. You know, they came to attack us. I cannot give you the detail of what happened that time. But at that time, when the roadblocks were staged there, the soldiers did try to come and attack our sheikh. But we mounted that roadblocks to stop them. And that went on for some time. So I'm just giving you an example that when he came, this is what he did. And he did what a good leader is supposed to do. But what the army chief did was, when he stationed his soldiers there, which is unnecessary in the first place, we asked them to move, and they refused. They just decided to move back. We thought they are going to bring a reinforcement. What should he have done? What's supposed for him to do? He should have either changed route or something of that nature to safeguard the life of all the innocent.
That was the only option that you were giving him. The only option that you gave the Nigerian army chief was to change his route because you had blocked the road.
Then if we block the road, should he fire? Are you saying that if somebody blocked the road, he should
I'm not
fire?
trying to justify it. I mean, there is
Yeah,
no
but that's what they
there
did.
is no justification for that.
Look,
but I'm
as
simply
I told
saying,
you-
what
as-
is the
as I told
justification
you-
for your blocking a road belonging to the Nigerian state? Is there any justification
okay.
for that as well?
You know that when there are when during worshiping days, let's say Fridays, roads are blocked, highways are blocked. It's not Nigeria.
They are blocked, but they are open on
roads are
certain
not blocked.
occasions. They are allowed. I mean, no matter how blocked a road is by the Nigerian army, if you explain your cause and they think it is justifiable, they will let you through. You mean with all the explanations, there was nothing that would make you budge?
And it's not a matter that something will make us budge. They didn't listen to us, and that confrontation is not up to that 30 minutes they show. That clip is a security clip, which they edited. We also have our own clip. But if you see that, it's just a matter of they ask, they should be let alone. We tell them, no, because why should you station your people here?
Mr. Ibrahim Musa, may I just come in here? May I ask, from the account that you've given so far, I mean, you have talked about how your members have been attacked a couple of times, not once, not twice. And you've also spoken about security breaches, the one in one instance where you asked the governor to stop his convoy and he had to walk to where he was going to. And it would seem that you've had several altercations with agencies of the Nigerian state. Why are they suspicious of you, or why are you suspicious of them?
The issue is, in situations like this, they are thinking that if people accept the true teachings of Islam, then they might be on the downside of the event. But if you look at Islamic history, it has been always like that. That when you are following the path, people, especially those in authority, will try to castigate you. This is a natural phenomenon. And but what we are trying to say is that since we have never carried arms, we have never forced anybody to do anything against his wish, then I see no reason why we should not be allowed to follow the teachings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as he directed. So what I'm trying to say is that in all this situation, this negotiation, the Chief of Army Staff should have used a higher sense. He should have been much more composed, not to open fire just like that. And that altercation, if you look at the video, the one of the colonel who was discussing with the brothers, he was trying to seek order, and they themselves said that they were given order to get passage by all means possible, and that's when they decided to fire, and they passed. So the issue is not a matter of getting passage. These people should understand this.
I just want to also ask, just before because
what happened?
Mr. Ibrahim Musa, we're already running out of time. Okay. I just want to also ask, do you understand that there are many religions in Nigeria and they also have a right to coexist?
Yes.
You do recognize that?
Of course, of course, of course.
Now, Amnesty International has asked, that there be a probe. The federal government has also set up a probe panel. We understand that the Senate and the House of Representatives have also set up their panels to investigate the crisis. Exactly. Will you be sending a representation to the National Assembly?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the panel that has been? Or do you think that the Nigerian government can set up a probe that would look at it dispassionately? Are you confident that the
Nigerian government so far hasn't set up any panel? They only asked the AC in Zaria, the area police commander, to investigate. We reject that one in particular because an AC is a junior rank. We expect the federal government to establish a high-powered panel composed of eminent personalities in the country who are being respected, who we know they will do justice to the matter. But just to ask somebody of a junior rank to investigate the matter is an insult to the whole issue. But that of the Senate and the House of Rep, if they invite us, we'll really come and give our own side of the story.
All right. Before you leave now, are you in touch with Sheikh Zakzaky?
They promised to allow us to be in touch with him, but as I'm speaking to you now, nobody among the members of the movement or members of his first family has seen him. So we are calling on them. Since they shot him 4 times, it has been confirmed to us that they shot him 4 times, which means he is severely wounded. we are asking them to give him to us so that we can give him a proper medical attention he deserves. Because whatever happened to him, they are going to be held responsible on this.
Ibrahim Musa, acting spokesman, Islamic Movement of Nigeria. Many thanks for speaking with us, and we'll stay on this and possibly get back to you in the days to come.